I'll be showing you my exhibition journey.
This is my exhibition journey.
My exhibition journey.
And this is my exhibition journey.
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 The exhibition is a significant component to the primary years program. They're really applying themselves through research, action they can take, and identifying issues, whether they're local or global, on how they can make a difference and be the change they want to see. Ideally, they feel empowered and have a sense of agency, that they are kind of in charge of their learning. They utilize all aspects of the primary years program, such as the approaches to learning, learner profile, and attitudes, and really dig in through research.
This is my model. And the things in this model are research-based. For example, the wall is blue because blue is known to have a calming effect and it can lower blood pressure based on my research. And I added the loft area and the reading nooks.
This year we really pushed from the beginning. We had Inspire Citizens come and talk to the students about what they're passionate about, what their interests are, what's really meaningful.
We started off by asking them, what are you passionate about? What do you care about? What is it you want others to care about? And by starting it off that way, it came from them.
My topic is climate change, and I wanted people to care about climate change and how it can and is affecting us and animals in the world.
A couple of them on viruses, which were very interesting, especially given that when they chose this topic, we were not in the coronavirus problem we're in now, so they got to grow into their project.
There are many viruses that cause people to die, like Ebola, coronavirus, MERS, smallpox, and etc.
Today I am going to present to you how contagious diseases can affect one's life. Health officials are trying their best to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and are also racing to create a vaccine.
So I'm Aaron from Inspire Citizens, and we work with Seoul Foreign School to try and help develop action projects and sort of bring the mission of being dedicated to the service of others. Well, now this year, in the COVID situation, students are finding it challenging to design action projects that actually have an impact because a lot of us are confined to our rooms. Even though we might not be able to physically get together in order to do action, there are ways that we can design action projects that can be brought online and shared with people in different geographical locations, and you can still inspire and encourage other people towards action, even if you can't be next to them and host a physical exhibition.
A slight bit closer, it might be a little bit more clear. All right, we're trying a new approach from yesterday. I like your creativity.
People to care about the world and recycling. Soon, if we don't start to reduce our trash, we will be living in a trash-filled, polluted planet. And the front is a collage made out of plastic paper bags.
Most exciting thing I think has been that it's been driven by themselves in terms of their own life and where it started with them, and then they sort of reached out from that. So yeah.
I chose malaria mainly because how sick my aunt was. In 2016, my aunt used to drive an orphanage in Ghana, got very sick from malaria and had to get checked into the hospital. When we chose our topics, I kept this in mind and thought, this is a good topic that I care about and have a connection to, and that is why I chose it.
I think definitely being an inquirer is something that we've always had at our school with our students, so it's ongoing. So even though there are some challenges about being virtual, that has been able to stay solid with our kids. So for one example, there are students who've chosen topics that are a little more personal and definitely a lot more challenging to research. But as an inquirer, they didn't stop. They continue, whether it was really digging deeper to find the research they needed or finding other means, like finding people who worked in the industry that they would be able to get information from. So definitely being an inquirer, even virtually, they were able to do it. And I think it also speaks heavily on the fact that we as a whole school has provided that opportunity.
And the topic I chose for my exhibition is the health hazards of smoking cigarettes. I would like to tell you a story so that you know why I am passionate about my topic. This is a story about a man who started smoking when he was in college. He worked with his family and be outdoors a lot. When his kids were in middle school, he noticed it was difficult to play sports because he was out of breath.
It's got to do with the effort that kids put in rather than what you see, I think. For me, a great project represents what a child does, how adventurous a child is, the amount of effort they put in, whether they meet with their mentors regularly, whether they keep in touch with their teacher, whether they try new things, whether they might explore different ways of, they might try technology, whether they can follow instructions that they're given and do as they've been asked to do, so meet checklists, whether they can use their imagination when they're producing the final, whatever final form it takes, and whether they appreciate, if they come out appreciating the world around them more, then to me that's a great project.
Have you ever put yourself in the farmer's shoes? They work hard to give us what we use every day. Coffee. You might think the farmers must be paid well and treated with respect, but in some cases, the farmers are not paid fairly and also are mistreated. If you want to see if the product's fair trade, there'll be a logo on it. The logo is next to me. I hope you're persuaded to buy fair trade. Thank you for watching.
My topic is how speed cubing and the Rubik's Cube can help treat autism. I chose this topic because I have an interest in the Rubik's Cube and I really wanted to learn more about autism and how the cube could help them.
So the grade 5 students have been doing such a great job using their own passions. That's something that they really believe in, and inquiring deeply into that. And then even through virtual learning, they're still able to take action. I know of students that have raised money online to donate to homeless shelters. Other students have baked goods and sold to their family or friends to give away. So students are still being able to take action in their own lives, even though they're a little more isolated.
Individual animals are illegally hunted down, in many cases just for certain body parts.
Any books, or you had any articles that you might want to share with your class?
If they were in here in real time, we would be probably encouraging them to use books as much, and the people connections, the primary sources were a little bit more difficult this year because they had to do it virtually, and sometimes that was really difficult to arrange. And the action, once they got understood what was at the core of their exhibition and what they really wanted people to know, what was really important to them, then they were able to take an appropriate action.
They have some quiet time to be able to really process it themselves and work through this, and not sort of be persuaded, I guess, by others. On the downside though, we've really missed the question and answering sessions and that feeding off each other and encouraging each other to take more risks.
And I think one of the benefits of being online, virtual learning, is the fact that it really does test our boundaries and our limitations and how we have our students problem solve. You know, many times there will be difficulties where we're no longer there to hold their hand through it. So it really makes our kids resilient. And not just our kids, but I think for me as a teacher, it's making me resilient.
Especially, it could not have been done. We could not have done this without the help of everyone else. I mean, the other teachers who have been the mentors have been unbelievably supportive. Moms and dads at home have also been a big part of supporting us. And without all those other people, I'm not really sure that we could have pulled this off the way we did. So thank you very much to all of them.
It was great, but I think you guys both took it to the next level. And for the teachers out there, I really, and for all of you guys as well, I really appreciate the IB program. I wish I could have learned like this, that at 5th grade, you guys are able to synthesize all these different ideas and put it into an actual presentation, a coherent presentation this way is amazing, actually. It's very, very impressive. And I really applaud the IB program and the teachers who are carrying this through. I appreciate it very much.
The exhibition is, a huge undertaking that all grade 5 students in PYP schools around the world undertake. And when you're here on campus, it is difficult, but you pulled off something that was amazing. You did it without being on campus, and that is truly impressive. I'm super proud of you. I loved watching your presentations, your energy, your enthusiasm, your passion was all there, and importantly, your action was there. So for me, I just want to say a huge congratulations. We're very proud of what you did. Your presentations, like I said, were excellent, and I'm hoping, the learning you took away from this, the skills you've learned, will support you not only in the rest of the year in the elementary school, but in the middle school and beyond. You should be super proud of what you've done, so congratulations.
I realized that action starts with yourself, and you do something that will help the world, something that you're passionate about, and something that you really care about.